Hi, random day of improving my English speaking skills while I talk about anything random. So this particular video is little different because today I'm going to give you a presentation, or I can say that today I'm your teacher and today I'm gonna teach you about very random topic. Okay, this topic I have also covered in my filling up my knowledge gap series. Today only you can check it on my channel itself. So let's start with it. um, how many times you have thought about your own thoughts? You must have done it. Like suppose there is some task you want to perform. You must have thought about what task it is, how I'm gonna do it, and what can help me, my past experience, that past task I have done. You must have thought about it. This same thing is metacognition. Metacognition is about thinking about our own thinkings. So metacognition is consisting of two words. The root word meta means beyond, and the cognition means thinking. So collectively metacognition means beyond thinking. So it means that the metacognition encompasses the process of planning, tracking, and assessing your own understanding and performance. What does that mean? It means it is a process of how we are planning things, how much work we have already done, and what are the things that is affecting our performance and understanding, that is helping us. It comes under the process of metacognition. Okay, so metacognition means thinking about our own thinking. It is beyond thinking. Okay, so now that we know what metacognition is, let's move on forward to the next topic of metacognition, that is dimensions of metacognition. In this topic, we will learn three dimensions of metacognition. First one is metacognitive knowledge. What is it? It is about, like, you wanna do a specific task. You should know what you are gonna do, right? The answer to what is a metacognitive knowledge. You should know what is it, what task you want to do. That is learning goal. It comes under the metacognitive knowledge. And the second dimension is metacognitive regulation. It is how we are going to perform that specific task, the learning plan that we are going to follow comes under metacognitive regulation. And third one we are having is metacognitive experience. The previous experience, how they are gonna help us, how they are gonna affect our thinking, cognition, or we can say our attitude to solve a certain problem. That comes under the metacognitive expression. So what are the three dimensions of metacognition? Metacognitive knowledge, metacognitive regulation, and metacognitive experience. So now that we know what are the dimensions, let's move on forward to the stages or process of metacognition. So metacognition is a cyclic process. We do it in a multiple times until we get the desired output. Okay, so it has basically three steps, that is plan, monitor, and evaluate. Okay, in the very first step, what is happening is your approach to cognition, learning a program. There is a specific task. Suppose I want to learn a Python language. Okay, I need to a step by step plan, right? What I am going to learn first I should know the syntax, then I need to know the types of data types, and then I need to know the loops that we use, statement we use, then moving on further to the advanced features, right? Similarly, we need to make a plan. Okay, we need to planning. Very first step is planning. Second step is monitor your your comprehension of the topic as you study with actions such as practice tests. In the planning, we have made the plan and learnt that specific topic. Now that we need to monitor how we are going to, how we good we are doing it. That is practice test. Suppose we give a test and we got very less marks in that, then we need to revise those topics and then do it again. Okay, so second step is monitor. We are monitoring our own performance. Okay, so the last step is evaluate. Evaluate is the result of your learning when you are finished and modified your approach as needed. Now in the monitoring phase, we have already learned about it, right? That what we are going to do, how we are going to do it, what are the changes that we can make. In the evaluation phase, in the last phase, what we do is, this is the ending. Basically in this we check the last, the final testing is done, right? We evaluate, is it good enough, does it need any new features or new functions or new modifications. If it does not, then we can, if it is a project, then we can deploy it, we can initiate with it. Okay, if it does not, then we go to the planning phase again. We learn about it, we think about it. Once if we get the required solution. Okay, so this is all for the planning processing. So we have done the metacognition. What is it? What are the dimensions? We have done the three dimensions. What were the three dimensions? Very first is metacognitive knowledge, metacognitive regulation, and metacognitive experience. In then we done the metacognition process. It is a cyclic process. Then we learned about the phases. What are the phases? What are the steps? Planning, monitoring, planning, monitoring, and yeah, it is evaluation, right? So that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. I hope you understand this topic. Bye bye.